Right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Those streams didn't happen. Ooh. It's the first stream of the day. Right. Heavensward. Alexander. Doobly doo. Hey, you been watching that WandaVision shit? Planned on subbing to it once it's finished and just marathoning through it. I've not seen any of it. But I think it's coming to an end soon. If it's coming to an end soon, I want to sub and marathon through that and The Mandalorian. I'm just waiting until there's enough content for us to make it worth subbing for. I sort of spoiled a bit the other day, like the Quicksilver part. I was very... It took us a while to crack on as to who the hell he was, because obviously they used the X-Men version of Quicksilver and not the Ultron fucking version of Quicksilver. Just done Gilgamesh. Ah, shit, I completely forgot about Gilgamesh. One of my favorite Final Fantasy characters, Gilgamesh. Sword collector. Gilgamesh fights again! Especially in Final 12. I want to replay that again as well. Like, I played the Zodiac Age when that released. I want to go back and do it again. I nearly platinumed it. I did all the important shit. Like, did every major hunt. Right, Alexander! This clockwork colossus emerged from the rushing waters of Thylak, looming a grave threat over the snow-swept hinterlands of Dravania. Summoned to stave off the threat of the sleeping primal before it stirs, the warrior of light steps within, and the curtain rises on a battle that will transcend space and time. Let's do this. Are you free for a bit, Lullaby? If you want to... Not this second. Soon. I'll try do like the first one on my own. See how it goes. Right. Slowfix looks more agitated than you have ever seen him. Is Uplander seeing it? Giant of iron rising from river? Stola and Sid leave to learn more, but are not back yet. Great is plight of Gobbyflock. Giant is too big, can squash Idleshare flat. Where are Uplanders? Who been? Calm yourself, Slowflake. Are you doing Porsche later, or are you just carrying on streaming yourself, leveling up? Ah, Jasix. This well you are here. Oh, our need is dire. A colossus of steam and steel has risen from Thaliak. Yet it is no mere forgotten contrivance of Sharlian. The resultant etheric disturbance confirms that it is a primal, that it was summoned amidst the ruins left for the river to reclaim. For a mercy, stopped dead no sooner than it had broken the water's surface, So long as it remains in our realm, it may spring to life again at any moment. Yes, yes, but what does Uplander find near Idleshire? Is wilderness still heavy with ether? Nay, the ether grows perilously thin, and more swiftly than I could have imagined. Primal is bleeding the land dry. Should it be suffered to continue, this entire region will become a barren wasteland in a matter of moons. I'm not going to say a word. I was going to ask P a question there with regards to the salt flats or whatever the hell it was called, the ash dunes or that place, but never mind. No, Gobby Flock has only just found home after long wanderings. Idleshire will not fall. Slowfix will not allow it. And nor will we. I have already spoken with Alphonor, and he concurs that we, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, must do all in our power to eliminate the threat. Yet, given its size, I deem it wise to attack from two fronts. Our first and most obvious recourse is to keep our foe in check with blade and magic, much as we have done with other such adversaries. Second, I propose that we attempt to cut off the flow of ether which sustains it, mayhap by physically separating the primal from the land. If we are to be rid of the Colossus, I think the latter course more promising, and mean to enlist Master Matoya's aid in pursuing it. Yet such things take time. What do you mean, how the hell have you got 4 days trial remaining? "14 regularly has a free trial period on weekends." Yeah, it's another way for them to pull in players. Obviously, you can play through... Actually, hang on. You should be able to play through... How does that work? Because obviously you can play through Realm Reborn and Heavensward for free. But what happens if you... Like, say you pay for a subscription. That subscription comes to an end, but you're still in the middle of Realm Reborn and Heavensward. Does it stop you from playing them? Because you've technically paid for a subscription? Wonder how that works. Thus, I have asked Master Garland to remain here and keep watch over R4. Given its apparently mechanical nature, his expertise should prove invaluable to you. To you, I say, or I would leave the fate of Idleshire in your hands. With the primal chance to stir ere my return, you are to join Sid in repelling it. An unbelievable task, but one of which you are singularly qualified. How long ago did I give them money to get McDonald's? I wonder if they've forgotten. Rest assured, I do not mean to linger with Master Matoya any longer than necessary. The moment we find a solution, I shall make haste and rejoin you here. Well then, let us be about our duties. I will leave you to discuss strategies with Sid. Bactrix is keeper of knowings of Idleshire. Can see where Sid has gone. Uplander should start with Bactrix. I think I've got him on my friends list. Maybe not. It's a character named Newton. We're on Light Phoenix, I think. Or Dark Phoenix, can't remember which cluster Phoenix is in again. Right, so I was right. Yeah. Really wish, P, that I could merge my legacy character with this character. Because I had to abandon my legacy character when Realm Reborn launched, because obviously it stopped new players from playing on the legacy servers. And Kus and that played for about a week. By that time I'd covered a bit of content. And I had met other people. So I sort of like abandoned my legacy character. Wish I could like merge them together. Oh, my damn legacy tattoo! Ah, there you are. Flamingo Oh, you're not online yet. Right. Flamingo Newton. Oh, how you made a new character. Now you've got a character on this server. You're even in Dango. Feel sorry for you. Feel sorry for Lou at the minute. The reason why Lou's not in chat at the minute because his internet's dead. It's been dead for the past few days. So he's not been able to come on Twitch. Click clocks. Or click locks. Close enough. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, this is probably my favourite raid, but again, I've not done the Neo raid yet. I just love the music in this one. Just, like I said, the one thing I'm worried about streaming because of the music, but fuck it, we'll see what happens. Can't be asked to pussyfoot around anymore. Backrix is keeper of knowings and data. What does Uplander wish to learn about? Ah, Uplander comes in search of Sid, yes? Speak of the devil. My thanks for sharing your knowings, Backrix. These Illuminati are indeed most hostile. Ah, Jasix, old friend. You haven't seen your staller, have you? Drained of all ether in a matter of mere moons. 7 hells. Shit! No! How much power? Does a woodchuck chuck? If a woodchuck could. From what Backrix has been telling me, the Illuminati are the most likely culprits. They have the knowledge to summon a primal and the requisite short-sightedness not to think better of it. Fanatical captures their philosophy nicely, I think. Their goal being nothing less than sole ownership of all the world's technology. Needless to say, They're more than willing to kill anyone who stands between them and what they want. They want the cheese recipe. That first conflict with you was over a freaking recipe for cheese. Quite how they managed to coax the primal into the hulk of a Charlian defense mechanism, I don't know. But it looks like they've made themselves a tiny little fortress inside the Colossus. We'll need to contend with them if we're going to disable the thing. As for the task itself, simply destroying whatever serves as its engine should do the trick, assuming it is in fact mechanical. But before all that, we'll need to find a way in. Through yet another bloody barrier. Barrier is not new. Rose up 3 years ago after ground made shivery shakes. Ruin was freed from riverbed then. Round Rocks was there. Saw with two eyes. Round Rocks? Sorry, who's he? Daughter of Slowfix. Round Rocks loves junk more than all other gobbies. Was collecting then. And is playing now. Look. Shiny junk and sparkly rocks. Bitty bobs and whirly cogs. I'm sorry to interrupt, Round Rocks, but I need to ask you a question. When the ground shook 3 years ago, did something come bobbing up to the river's surface? Bobbing? Nothing bobbed, silly uplander. Ground made shivery shakes when giant of whirlycog stood. Then magic walls came up too. So it wasn't the tremor that freed the Colossus. It was the Colossus which caused the tremor. And you're absolutely certain you saw it rise from the waters, young one? Seven hells. I think someone tried and failed to summon it 3 years ago. Was it the Illuminati or... Greyflocks comes to trade tongue flaps, uplander. Ooh. Lovely. Hangs up on us. Well, so much for the McDonald's. Apparently there's a queue a mile long of cars. They've decided they ain't waiting in that queue, so it looks like I'm ordering a Chinese instead. Ah! Damn it, I want a McDonald's! Ah, just the goblin. Lofix tells me you're his resident expert on the Illuminati. Pardon me a moment while I consult with my fellow uplander. Jasix, if I may make a suggestion, I'll speak with Brayflocks and learn what I can of our opponent. In the meantime, could you investigate the Colossus itself? Higgs and Wedge are near where its hand landed on the shore of Thaliak. Join them, and see if you can't find a way inside the machine. Oh, and good luck with that barrier. I want a McDonald's. Take a Chinese. Fine, I'll order a pizza instead. I don't know why I don't like chip shop food anymore. I go like, do you not just want a chip shop instead? Yeah. Get chip shop. Bland. Boring. Don't mind a kebab every now and then, though. But I much prefer it on a pizza. They'll come back. No, I'm not there yet. Jasix. Hope to see the Colossus, eh? Chief is just looking for a way in. Of course, there's a bleeding barrier around the thing. Aye, another one. Luckily for us, when the big fella came down, its hand clamped onto the shore here, punching a hole in its defenses and leaving that round portal there unprotected. Only trouble is, it's locked and doesn't seem to have a key. Oh, my phone was ringing again. I'm not getting a McDonald's lullaby. I want a McDonald's. Apparently there's a queue a mile long of cars outside the drive-in. They can't be asked to wait in the queue. Boo! Let's see, only trouble is it's locked and doesn't seem to have a key. For want of a better idea, Wedge is listening in on Illuminati link pearl communications in hopes that they'll mention the trick to opening it. P just tried to get one, but because they're so swamped, the delivery drivers are even all backlogged. There's only one signal coming from inside the giant, and it's always the same pattern. I'm certain it's a code. Illuminati always use coded messages. From what I hear, they've developed a special kind of crystal specifically for transmuting link pearl waveforms. Yeah, I fancy something different, so I've had like 2 Chinese this week. I might get a wrap. I might get myself a kebab wrap. Or 2. They're usually quite nice. If we could get our hands on one, the Chief's decoding machine here should theoretically be able to use it to untangle the meaning. Quite where we find such a crystal is another matter. Does Uplander know Round Rocks? She makes great collection of junk and things. Maybe he's keeping crystal of shortstop? Or at shortstop? Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck? And it just so happens I've been working on a means of identifying the crystal in question. Yeah, Jasix. Take this 3G7-. Sprinkle that powder over this so-called collection and look for anything that glimmers. It should contain the materials we need. We may have to borrow one of Round Rock's treasures, but I'm sure she won't mind if you tell her it's for a good cause. Sprinkly, sprinkly. Doobie-doo-doobie-doo-doo. link shell. Friends listy. Friends list. Flamingo. Invite to link or shell. Legion of Light. You must have gotten very far into it, Newton, I'm guessing. Yeah, love it. Salt beer. Yeah. Amongst the jumble of bits and bobs, you spy a faintly glimmering stone. What is Uplander doing? Sneaky talk, taker. Treasure belongs to Round Rocks. Uplander needs it. A giant of whirlycogs? But glowstone is most favourite treasure of Round Rocks. Alright. But Uplander must promise to bring it back, or Round Rocks is getting very angry. Two step, 1, 2, 3. I'll be listening to the music. Ah, Jasix. No burns, I see. Ah, no reason. Tell me, did the powder reveal anything? Unsure of its origin, Round Rocks has given this light-emitting rock a compound name. Linguistic convention common in the Goblin tongue. Thank you. Do you have my word that I'll give this back to Round Rocks when I finished with it? Now, let's take a listen and see what the Illuminati are really saying. Damn right, everyone should have the same name universal across everything. Just confuses people. Goodness. All that infernal beeping is gone. Now it's a message. Clear as day. Let's see. The day's schedule for Gordias. Registration at 7th bell. Stop. Place the coil cubes at the 3rd bell. Stop. Rest and recuperation at 2nd bell. Repeat today's schedule for Gordias. Same for me. PlayStation, Xbox, Steam. Well, it's slightly different on Steam because somebody already took it, so I had to put a different variation on it, but it's still Jasix. Well, I might be able to change that now, because obviously Steam now has everyone's IDs as numbers when it comes to like adding people as friends lists. So maybe now I can rename my account name to just Jasix. Maybe. Coil lousing. sure that's what that was. That was the only message. This has to be some sort of jest. Don't be daft, Wedge. It's just another code. You need the proper crystal and the proper knowledge to understand it. Leading Illuminati. Should have known it wouldn't be so easy. Quite the conundrum you have there. But it's your lucky day. I'll crack the code, assuming we can come to a little arrangement. Hey, Elswin, how you doing? I'm a treasure hunter by trade, and there's a certain something I want inside that giant. I help you get inside, you help me get out with it. Fair deal, no? The name's Maid. I'm just going to stick with Maid. It's probably announced different, but Maid it is. Charmed, I'm sure. You are aware that the interior is almost certainly swimming with Illuminati, yes? Why do you think I came to you? There's strength in numbers, friend. Best we join forces, eh? Now, words you intercepted are largely gibberish. Paired with the numbers, well, you'll see. 7 stop 3 stop 2, was it? You, the big one. See the pipes atop the hatch? There ought to be a valve up there with a hand wheel. Imagine it's a clock and try turning it right to 7, left to 3, and then back to 2. Goes good. Still got a long way to go, but I'm progressing. Now up to the second major raid. Haha, we did it! We did it! So, the Illuminati have been announcing the way to enter the Colossus all along. Strange. Well done for cracking the code, anyway. I had less success, sadly. I'm afraid Blayflox knows little more than we do about the Illuminati's plan, or the Primal. Come, come, things aren't as bad as all that. We found a way inside the machine. Just have to learn about it as we go. Only a massive mammoth after all. Stopping it should be as simple as destroying its core. We send it in a suitably intrepid team of surveyors. Don't see why we can't trace the machine's power back to the source via struts and piping. And I know the man to lead the party. What say you, Jasix? Nod. And what of me, pray tell? I opened the way for the grand expedition of yours. Surely that's earned me a place in your little band to hunt for my treasure. You did as you promised, and you may do as you will now. But only so long as your treasure hunt doesn't endanger the mission. I'd join you if I could. There's something I need to see to first. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge here in case of emergencies. Good luck, my friend. You now have access to the Fist of the Father. Gordias can be accessed via the entrance in the Maker's Quarter. Ah, let's see if I can solo her. Probably not. Oh, here we go. Love the music in this place. Great. I don't think I can solo this. No, I definitely can't solo this. I'm gonna get swarmed. Yeah, I've definitely hit that wall when it comes to raids and that. Yep, it's just spawning more and more units. I'm gonna die. Yep. Damn it. Managed to solo pretty much most of everything up to this point, apart from Thornton and I can wheel Primal. Bismarck. I finally hit that wall now where I have to rely on people. Damn it. Well, I mean, one extra person might make the difference. Just that extra deeps. Means I've got to go back to the old rando duty finder. You can play the main story solo, but there's like dungeons and raids you typically have to play with people, but they've slowly started making it so like the dungeons you can play with NPCs. Yeah, you can unlock NPCs in your Grand Company, which allow you to play most of the dungeons from level 1 up to 60. And then, once you get your character to 71, there's now a trust system, which lets you play with NPCs through the latest campaign expansion. But things like primals and raids you still have to do with other players. Whereas the small 4-man dungeons you can typically do with NPCs, most of them now. I mean, it's usually hit or miss. Sometimes, like I said, you'll sometimes, on an odd occasion, get a player that can't be asked to sit and wait for you to watch a cutscene and they'll just bitch and moan. And that's the number one thing I hate. Again, because, like I said, the pure reason why I play this game is because I love the story. That's why I'm playing through New Game Plus at the minute. Because I want to re-enjoy the story before I do the Shadowbringers patch content. Because it's been a while since I've played. Yeah, through Realm Reborn I hit only once. Through Realm Reborn I hit one person that didn't want to wait. And they started spamming the battle start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 alert thing. And it kept popping up on screen while I was in the middle of a cutscene. Completely ruining the cutscene. So I started solo in the dungeons from that point. And like I said, I managed to get through pre-patch Heavensward mostly up to the very end without having to play with people. But now I've hit that wall again where I have to play with people. Right. Don't know if you're on Lullaby, do you want to hop on? I'll queue up with other people just in case. But if there's two, hopefully it'll not take as long for we to get in. This is where the progress of the campaign's going to probably slow right down. Like, I've breezed through Realm Reborn and Heavensward up to this point. But now that I've got to obviously go back to queuing up, progress will slow down. Friends list. Wait. Oh, you've not done Alexander? That's fine. You want to... If you actually want to do it with us, then... Ooh, so it'll be brand new on this character for you. While you're doing that, I shall be back in a second. Quickly go see if they're back so I can order my takeaway or whatever I'm getting. Bloody hungry! That and it's an open in this room. The door open for a minute to cool down. Bear with us, I'll be back in a minute. Right. Oven in this room. Right, I'll at least do a couple of Alexander before I order something. Oh. Are you wanting to do it, or you're not bothered? This is probably the number one thing. This is probably the number one reason why I was glad I could solo most of the content early. Because in New Game Plus, you can't do anything else. Like, I can't run off. While I'm in a queue, I can't run off and, like, do something else. Because it pretty much just locks you into a mode where you can only do the New Game Plus stuff. So you just gotta sit and twiddle your thumbs. Not a bother. Oh, boiling. Right, well, that's doing that. I think I'll have a look on Just Eat for something to order for food. And then I'll actually have a Google. Final 14. What can you do in New Game Plus while in duty? See if that gets us something. From everything I've tried to do so far, it seems like it locks you out from doing pretty much everything. There's no quests or anything apart from the main. You can't interact with certain NPCs other than the ones that are part of the story. Drawbacks to New Game Plus. You can't repair your gear well in New Game Plus mode. Yes, you can. That person made that post 8 months ago, so maybe they changed it. Or that person's just wrong. You can repair yourself. I think it's because because normally when you try to interact with a store NPC or something, it'll say not available in New Game Plus. I'm guessing maybe recently they changed that when it came to repair vendors. Or that person's just wrong. One of the two. Right, just eat food. I remember when I used to play the endgame content of Stormblood and that, what I used to do is I would have my PS Vita, because I've got like a modified PS Vita that can be connected to a USB cable that outputs the video. And I used to have that up in a box in the corner, and while I was in like queues, I would switch to that and just play something random. But obviously, the reason I'm playing New Game Plus is because I want to enjoy the story again and have my archive rebuilt for what I'm putting on YouTube. So that sort of puts a no-go on playing other things. Right, just eat. Did somebody say just eat? Banned DMCA for singing Just Eat slogan. What do I fancy? That's the question. So many different places. Like, I hate Indian stuff. Like, I've not really... Because it's mostly just, like, spicy curries and things like that. And I'm not a huge fan of spicy food. Like, I don't mind spicy food. As long as it's just, like, low spicy. You know what I mean? If it's, like, stupid burn your fucking taste buds till there's no feeling left in them. To me, that's not food. That's just punishment. Don't know how people enjoy something that just scalds your taste buds off you. But that's just me. I'm more of a sweet guy. I like sweets. Sweet things. But Chinese takeaways is my go-to. Love chicken fried rice. And prawns. Big brand $1.99 delivery from McDonald's, Greg's, KFC, and Subway. Then again, P tried earlier and he said he couldn't find one. What do I fancy? Average wait time 11 minutes for that. Guarantee it'll take about 30. So I'll quickly order some food, so while I'm in the dungeon, that'll come, hopefully. Oh, you get. That's the one thing though, because obviously I'm playing New Game Plus. I wish I could just forget everything about Final 14 and play it again as if I'd never played it before. That's why I hate about games and things like that. Like, once you've played it, you can never have that moment again of the, oh my god, this is so new. I can't believe this is happening. You know, you don't have that same reaction ever again once you've had that first time reaction. Actually jealous of you, Quantum, because you get to enjoy that moment. I'd love to be able to enjoy it again like that. You see, for me, I forget things, but as I'm playing through it again, it comes back to us. Like, I start remembering things ahead of where I'm at. And whereas P, it just sinks in. Like, you heard P earlier, he was just rambling off characters and places and history and that. For me, I remember it, but then over time, because obviously I play a bazillion other games, eventually that just goes to the back of my mind, and I have to replay the game to jog my memory. Oh shit, I accidentally moved my alert. Center horizontal. There we go, champion. Make sure that's fine. Yeah. Cool. What do I think, guys? What should I try? I want something different. I'm sick of... I'm not sick of Chinese. I just want something different. I want to try something different. I tried an Italian-style pizza recently, and fucking the base was like thin as a sheet of paper, so when you pick up a slice, it just goes, and all the toppings come flopping off of it. Worst pizza I ever had. Squid. Ew. I mean, I've never tried it, but I never looked at a squid and thought, oh, I bet you that tastes nice. Could be wrong, though. Again, don't knock it till you try it. That's what they say. There's an American style, oh, never mind, food can wait. Let's do this. This will probably go a lot quicker since I'm in a full group. See if I can remember how to actually do the mechanics and shit of this. Cue the music. I'm done already. You're welcome. I can't remember the lyrics. Aren't you supposed to kill these two at the same time? Everyone's switched. Or at least close enough to the same time. Okay. Done. I don't want the garbage. That wasn't too bad. I'm all alone. Look at all that poop. I don't know why I picked that up. Don't even need it. It is 100% useless. The garden garbage. I think you had to grind your ass off to get all that stuff. Now you just get your poetics. Expertly done, adventurer. Well, what have we here? Up. Sorry. Roundrocks could not stay away. So many new treasures here. Treasures? Oh, you mean the odd bits and bobs. Well, little one, these machina are yours to take. Some of them are rather beautiful, I must admit. Upland, I can tell pretty machines from ugly, just like Roundrocks. No harm in adding one more to our company, is there? I'll keep an eye on her. Damn it. So sure. Uplanders are unwise to come, but most of all is treasure hunter. What she seeks is not here, not in all of Gordias. Kitty cat. As I live and breathe, quick thinks all thoughts, master of the Illuminati. Meow. Meow. Gobbies are backstrapped with boom dust. Lander shoots, everybody kabooms. Get kaboom here. Uplander ear catches tongue flaps of master. Enigma Cortex for plans making is gone. Illuminati are already undertaking Alexander initiative. Foolish Gobby. Secrets are kept silent. Tongue flaps never traded with outsiders. As quick thinks not ordered so many times. Master, forgive noise making of empty head. Hobby did not think. Please, Hobby will take any punishment, just not worst one. Now. What? Lander is shooting gobbies? Boom dust does not harm Uplanders. Blood, Uplander blood for fallen Gobbykin. I think now would be a good time to leave. Uplander, what is Enigma Cortex? Treasure? Yes, young one. My treasure. Banzai! Oh, cowabunga! Big bird. Bleeding hells. Face to face with the head of the Illuminati, eh? Sounds like he had quite the adventure. This Alexander initiative has got me wondering. Do you reckon it might be the giant's name? No sign of the core though, eh? Well, I'll have to have a look further in. I'll let the chief know anyway. You'll be happy to hear my Aiden Round Rocks are safe too. Those two haven't stopped talking about machines since they got back. I'd say I've ever thought of junk as pretty, but each their own. Steel and steam. Ah, Jasix. Ready to have another go at finding the giant's core? Wait, could you... Oi, Wedge! Stop listening to that bloody leg pearl. We barged through the Illuminati front door. They know we've broken their code. But I've just this moment intercepted new communication. You'll give me a moment to... There. It says... Oh. Death to Uplanders. Death to Uplanders. I think we may have started a war. Yay. You now have access to the cuff of the father. That's quick. Average wait time 6 minutes. Nice. Right, back to quickly looking for food. Yeah, there's this place nearby that does like American style burgers and milkshakes and that, where you can choose anything you want and they'll put it on the burger or they'll blend it into your milkshake. And quite nice, but holy crap is it expensive. Yeah, I suppose the bright side to playing with randos at this stage, one, at least with the raid, I think with the Alexander raid at least, there's not really much in the way of cutscenes going on during the runs. They're normally before and after, as far as I remember. So you don't have to worry about that. I think at this point the devs started to make it so cutscenes take place less during those moments, because obviously the new people just are impatient. Or they made it so you just couldn't skip the major ones. Screw it, pizza it is. Can't be asked. Faff about. My previous orders. I think last time I ordered something different from them. You want to sneeze? See, I can't even switch to a crafting job while I'm here. That's the other thing. Like, I can't sit and craft. I'm locked into what I'm doing. Like, if I want to change, I have to back out a New Game Plus mode, change, and then come back in. But obviously, like, crafting and that, it's just can't do it. Just can't do it, Captain. I could do with changing the way New Game Plus works. Is that the right one? Let's see. Kebab, 8-inch mushroom, stuffed crust, chips, and garlic sauce. That's the one. Order again. Holy crap, they've upped that delivery fee. Scumbags. Hey, order confirmed. Back in a second. Just go give the tip money to them so they can give the guy a tip when he comes. Turn the heating on. Pilot. Now that I'm wearing normal clothes for once, because obviously normally I wear me sleeveless tops and shorts. All in the dish. Alright. What's everyone doing? How's everybody doing? How's it going, everybody? Estimated delivery time, an hour. Alright, cool. £13 for a dingy little pizza, a couple of chips and some garlic sauce. Oh, oi, 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 oi. Out of it now. People. Okay, now done the day. Guess I can play triple triad with one of these two while I wait. That will keep us happy. Then I'll just crisp myself on this fire. Never mind, I can't even do that. Boo! Biggs, play triple triad with us. Jag nabbit. something I've not really done a whole lot of in this triple triad. As you can see, not really got that many cards, apart from the the ones you get from dungeons and things like that. Oh, Quantum didn't know there's triple triad in this game. Yeah, it's triple triad. Go to the golden saucer and you can get access to triple triad, so you can go around playing the triple triad card game against NPCs and other players and that. And the next expansion might, maybe, be bringing Blitzball. Maybe. P was dropping hints, but hasn't confirmed it. A lot of people are hoping that the next Gold Sorcerer event is a PvP Blitzball. You know how the other day I was saying I definitely had more than one Fantasia. I think I must while I was playing through Realm Reborn, and I was panicking looking through all my potions because I needed emergency take potion, even though I've almost never been in that situation before. I think I accidentally used one of my Fantasias. Whoops. Because every time I'm on the login screen, it keeps saying press cancel to edit your character or something. Temporary increase in payment for services rendered. Nanny? I still need to sit and sort my inventory out, especially on me retainers. My retainers are full of garbage. Raksha tokens. What gear does that get you again? I don't remember what eye level gear that gets you. Probably crap. I'll keep hold of it. It's sales. Probably worth an out, but money's money. Average wait time 11 minutes. Time elapsed over 11 minutes. It was 6 minutes earlier. Let's just watch these guys scrap it out. Go, gobbies, go! Kick the booty! Illuminati Whizzle Pop. What? Non-body score? Come on, Judy, pop. Pop, damn you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hopefully get maybe one or two more of these Alexanders done. Stop for about an hour, have my food, and then come back for another 2-3 hours or something. I'm not going to sit up till after clock, so I nearly ruined my sleeping last night. Because I stayed up and got Heaven's Word finished, and then when I got into bed, I got distracted by YouTube videos, and then I couldn't get to sleep. I didn't fall asleep until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Thankfully, I managed to get up early. Keep my sleeping fixed. If you look on your map, you'll see like little hammer symbols. Speak to the NPC where that symbol is, and you can repair your gear. Like, for example, I can't zoom in any further, but yeah, there's a hammer symbol right next to me there. See, when you hover over it, it says repairs. So, like, if I speak to this NPC here, independent tinkerer. Never mind, you actually can't do it in New Game Plus, so they were right. Holy shit, I thought I did repair my stuff in New Game Plus at least once. Wow, that's a bit of a dumb thing. If you want to repair your gear, you have to back out of New Game Plus and then come back in. I should probably change that. Though they probably won't. Kinda silly. Alexander. Definitely my favorite raid. One of my favorite raids. But then, like I said, eventually I'll get round to doing that near one. And chances are I'll thoroughly enjoy that one as well. Bow, bow, bow. Okay. Come on. Wish I could just solo it. Yeah, 100,000 will last you a bit. Well, I don't know really, because the game is constantly flooded with fresh players now, thanks to the base game in the first expansion being free play. I don't know, Quantum, I don't know if you tried, but before you fully bought the game, were you able to access the market board? I remember World of Warcraft, when you played the trial version, you weren't able to use the market board back in the day. I don't know if like Finals took a similar sort of stance. You can't, man, I thought as much. Yeah, just don't blow it. Just do side quests. Side quests, more often than not, at least through the expansions, will reward you with pieces of gear. And then there's also the dungeons that you run as you're progressing through the story. They'll give you gear. Only buy stuff if you just want to be extremely lazy. Like me. I used to grind for the end-game stuff, but like I grinded Heavensward end-game, Stormblood's endgame, but I haven't bothered grinding Shadowbringers. I literally hit the end of the story and stopped playing. Now I've got to play the patch content eventually. I haven't touched any of the patch content yet. But because it's been out for a little bit now, might not be as much as of a struggle because they've changed the way the currencies and that are. Like I said, it got to that point with the end-game stuff where I was just like, you know what? Usually when an expansion releases, the quests just give you gear anyway. Fair enough, the end-game stuff normally lets you not have to worry about that sort of gear, at least until halfway through the expansion. But I don't really hear of people struggling with or without it. Because the side quests through the areas just give you gear anyway. That just sees you through. Come on, healer! Come on! Come on! Healer went away. No! Don't do this, because then I'll have to wait another half an hour. No! Son of a dingus. I hate that. Don't queue up if you're going to go away. Piece of shit! Never mind. Quickly found someone else, thank God. Never used to be like that. I remember originally it would just reset the entire thing. The Cuff of the Father. Bum, 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 bum. Oh shit, what was the mechanics of this one again? Remember bombs, you had to knock bombs away, but I'm sure at some point someone got turned into something. Yeah, he's had to get a name. It's so long I can't remember the mechanics. Might not matter. It'll probably die in 2 seconds. Yep, never mind. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, eventually it spawns bigger ones, doesn't it? It's so long, I forget. Two-step, 1, 2, 3. Love this music! Dying electricity. Shit. Festival. I don't want any of that crap. No thanks. Hard pass. Progress. Uplander is amazing. Uplander is stronger than 10 gobbies. Ah, there you are, old friend. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever find you. Big's account left something to be desired, so I thought it best to see the interior with my own eyes. Treasure hunter, through and through. Tell me, what exactly do you hope to find here? Ever heard of the Enigma Cortex? It's a book of ideas written some 100 years past. The life's works of one of the greatest technologists ever to draw breath. Within its pages are found a myriad wonders. Designs from machina that could operate ceaselessly for centuries, to novel ways of culturing cheese. Hey, speak of the cheese! Even a fragment of of the book could bring a king's ransom. Most remarkable of all were the plans for a walking citadel. It was to be a beacon of logic and reason for all the world. A walking citadel? Seven hells, we're standing in it, aren't we? The Illuminati's primal took its form from that idea. I sense that none of this is news to you. You've read it then, this Enigma Cortex. The design catered for every needful thing, from warm beds to crops of grain. Its occupants would never have to leave, and all in a fortress on feet, impenetrable and ready to move at a moment's notice. Citadel was meant to bear the most brilliant scholars and artifacts of the age to all four corners of the world. They might set about unraveling the mysteries of creation. And this utopia, this shining seat of erudition, was to be called Alexander. If Roundrocks lived in Walking Castle, Roundrocks could collect treasures from everywhere. Indeed you could, little one. And anything you found, be it junk, forgotten teachings, or lost secrets, would be yours for the taking. What exactly would the Illuminati do with all this knowledge? They would use it to take control, most likely. Create a world ruled by a few chosen scholars. Unless I'm mistaken, that's why the Illuminati exists. Bloody fanatics. Take a perfectly good idea and make it into an object of faith. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I can well imagine how people who have spent decades carrying their homes on their backs might crave a home that could carry them. How such a place could seem like a utopia. But we're not talking about a machine here. We're talking about a primal. And primals will be the death of us all. I trust you'll be ready when things come to head, Jasix. I'm all kick ass. Utopia is happy place? Where there is junk aplenty, Roundrocks is happy. Where is very happy place of me, dear? My dear, mine. Wherever he is. This Enigma Cortex sounds amazing. The walking citadel wants one thing, but a self-sustaining walking citadel? Genius. Just a pity the Illuminati had to go and make a bleeding primal out of it. From what I understand, this Alexander was active for no more than a few seconds. That's seconds. It nigh drained the Netherlands of ether. Imagine what it'd do if it wandered the whole bleeding world. I don't think Roundrocks realizes how much danger we're in here. Too busy hunting for new treasures. Probably for the best though, eh? Tinker, Seeker, Soldier, Spy. We've got ourselves a problem, Jasix. Don't worry. Chief has a plan. Speaking of whom, Chief, over here. All present correct? I see. Good. Something's been nagging me for a while, Jasix, and I finally realized what it is. It concerns the communications Wedge intercepted. So we know that the Illuminati have managed to establish a base inside the Colossus, meaning they must have had found a way to pierce the magic barrier. Assuming that's the case, what need have they to use the only hatch which the barrier doesn't protect? And why go to the trouble of sending coded messages on how to unlock it? The answer? Spies. I believe the Illuminati have an agent outside the Colossus, most like an Ailshire itself, who was using the hatch as a back door. Now, this agent will know we've broken their code and that the hatch is constantly watched, so he won't have been able to use it for some time. As such, he's doubtless be desperate to re-establish contact with the inside. That's why I've cleared the area around the giant hand. All we need now is to watch and wait, follow whoever's makes a dash for the hatch. Chief, Link Pearl called from Red Bricks. He says Brayflox went inside, but she can't be. No, must be an impersonator. Chief, whomever you met earlier was a spy. Quick, you've got to get after her. Do 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 do. Next, the arm of the father. Average wait time 7 minutes. Bullshit. 30 minutes more like it. What's going on in the gaming world today? Let's have a gander of the news. What's trending on Tweet? Take away a rainbow. What? Random crap. Exeter bomb. What? More than 2,000 homes evacuated after World War II explosive found at building site. What? The World War II bomb being found in Exeter? Oh shit. Damn, they exploded, they evacuated the area and they detonated it? Holy crap. Oh. Kaboom. Damn. Feel sorry if anyone's homes were near it. Just evacuate them and blow up their house. Hope they're covered. Are you covered for bombs? No? Well, you're shit out of luck. Tom Holland doesn't sound thrilled with his performance in the Uncharted movie. Uh-oh. It was a mistake and is something that I will probably never do again. Oh. Nanny. Okay, what's going on with this website? I can't... Is the feed fine, guys? Tom Holland has spoken about his role as Nathan Drake in the upcoming Uncharted movie, and it doesn't sound like he's particularly thrilled with his performance. In a new interview, the Spider-Man star from South London said playing Drake in the film was sometimes less about land a mark and go through this scene and more about land a mark, stand like this and see my bulging biceps. What? It was a mistake and is something that I will probably never do again. It's worth looking in more detail at Holland's quote here. DQ set it up by describing the Uncharted movie as having something in common with a Michael Bay action movie. Holland had to bulk up for the role and had to stand looking cool. It's an experiment in vanity that left an odd taste in his mouth. So that probably means the Uncharted movie might be a big pile of... Which is usually the case when people try to turn games into films. They usually turn out to be a pile of garbage. Because obviously in a video game you can do so much more. I mean, CG and everything's come a long way these days that you can pretty much... Yeah, Sonic was good, but imagine if it had released in the state that they originally were going to release it in, with that rat-looking thing that was originally going to be Sonic. It would have flopped so hard. But because they took it back to the drawing board, sacked whoever designed that original one, and decided, okay, just make him look like Sonic. They saved it. And obviously a lot of people were pleased with Jim Carrey's role as Dr. Robotnik, which they were also worried about to begin with, but he pulled it off. And obviously in the next Sonic, he's actually going to look more like Dr. Eggman or Robotnik, whichever one. It was Robotnik, wasn't it? Yeah. Because obviously now he's got the long ginger stash and everything. But yeah, other than that movie, again, they managed to save it again because CG's come a long way compared to what it used to be like. Like the Super Mario Brothers movie, for example, or the Mortal Kombat movies, or the Street Fighter movies. Every single one of them. However, this new Mortal Kombat movie, again, because CG and that's come a long way, the trailer to this new one looks alright. Looks pretty good. But again, it's all down to as well how good the actors are when it comes to playing the roles of the characters as well. Might have cool looking CGs, but if the actors as well are shit, it'll just ruin it. And obviously, because the games have already generated that initial hype, people go into the movie expecting amazement, and 90% of the time they come out of it very disappointed. Because obviously you can do a lot more when it comes to games. But when you try to make a live action version of it, it's usually a whole other story. Yes, we'll just have to wait and see what comes of it. Holland, who was infamous for going off script in interviews, will probably have left his PR handlers tearing their hair out. Yeah, he spoils everything. Oh, sweet. Sneaky. After that, spy! See how there's no chatter going on. Whereas obviously in Coil, you had chatter going on before you'd begin the raids in some of the stages. That's how they should do it with these, so then people can just crack on if they want, and the people who want to enjoy the story don't have to feel rushed. Waterman. Jiggle. Second deeps like a boss. Shit. Had some good deeps there. I was second. Alright. That's pretty much top deeps. Bow to my deeps. And like that, they're all gone. Nobody wants the garbage. Da, 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 da. Meow. How can you tell? What do you mean? Copy found it? Good. Knowings of missing piece are with the Illuminati. You've got the number. If you look in your party list, there's numbers next to everybody. And that's the hate order, basically. And those numbers will keep regularly changing depending on how good your deeps is. Copy did well indeed. This is how you treat those who please you? Now is realm in chaos. Broken. Machine with too many parts. But Illuminati plan needs one thing. Missing piece to bring world order. If world harmony, make perfect world. Yeah, there was only one target during that. There was only one target, the boss. It's harder to gauge, obviously, when you're fighting trash mobs, but that generally doesn't really matter, because it's just a case of AoE spam the crap out of it until they're gone. You only care about your deeps crap once you hit the boss. And what of those who don't fit your vision of perfection? How many must die to pay for your utopia? Don't you see? You summoned a goddamn primal. Will devour the ether of every land you visit until Heidel and everything on it is dead. Inside fortress of Illuminati, chosen will live on. If inferior on outside die for progress, so be it. This is cost of seeking the knowings. Hells take you and your damned seeking. Wise uplanders find happiness in Illuminati rule. Unwise uplanders, utopia does not need. So, it's obey or die then. The whole concept is grotesque. No, Sid. The rest of the ideas set out in the Enigma Cortex. Alexander is wonderful in itself. Perfect even. But in the rush to realize its ideals, even the best of us can be led astray. Ah. So once upon a time, these Illuminati were starry-eyed philanthropists, is that it? And it was only after they got their hands on your perfect bloody cortex that they turned into vicious killers. Tell me, is there any passage in the particulars that convinced them to abandon their last shred of empathy? I cannot speak for the precise contents of the Codex. Not anymore. I haven't forgotten everything I read. I think I can stop the core. You can just get me close enough. You think you can, or you know you can. What of its location? Somewhere in the trunk. How close we are to that, I can't say. Round rocks can say. 2 pieces of round rocks are 1 yalm. But by count of round rocks, chest of whirlicog giant is only a little further. Ha! Clever girl. You've been measuring how far we've come from the start. Alright. I propose we withdraw for the time being. Don't know what will happen when we breach the core, but I do know that we'll be better equipped to deal with it if we re-stayed and ready for anything. If we're well rested. Oh my god, re-stayed. How the fuck did I say re-stayed? It's fucking rested, you fucking numpty. Numpty! You bloody numpty! Re-stayed. Oh god. Reading at its finest. All should be well enough. I'm hungry. Where's pizza? Is it here yet? I'm hungry. Where's pizza? No one should have the power to choose who lives and dies. The idea is too vile, too insidious to be left unchallenged. Have to act. If we don't, Alexander will awaken and the Illuminati will be unstoppable. No mistake, Jasix. It's now or never. The pulsing heart. I think I have the knowledge required to shut down the giant's core. If I'm to reach it, I'll need you to lend me your strength. Well, really, Illuminati's latest message is, well, let's just say it's unsuitable for polite company. Should be much obliged if you teach those privy-mouthed savages some manners, Jasix. Next. Hopefully I can get this one done before pizza arrives. And take a break. Come back and crack on with the next 4. Yeah. Each one was split into 4, the same as Coil. Shouldn't take us too long to get through these, because obviously the only thing that I have to wait for is just duty. But yeah, I'm not grinding for end game stuff like you originally used to, and not having to wait to progress. You just blast through it, providing the queue times keep relatively short. Where the hell is my pizza? What time did I order that? Yep, it's nearly been an hour. Better hurry up. Normally I never have an issue with this place that I order from. I have once in the past where the system somehow didn't get my order. Yet it had said order confirmed through Just Eat. That'd not be the same case. The annoying thing is, because it's been nearly an hour, I bet you if it's sat, with it being a pizza, if it's sat too long in the delivery guy's fucking car, the cheese normally stiffens up, and that just completely ruins the pizza. I like nice, soft, stringy cheese. Come on, pizza, hurry up. Because obviously it cools, so the cheese starts to stiffen back up. And I hate it when it gets to that stage. It's not as nice when it's still hot and stringy. Actually, usually when you reheat shit, it ruins it even more. Nice when it's fresh. You know, I'm gonna get volume 1 of that book out, and I'm gonna start reading it tonight. Through it. Peas yammering on of all the law nats. I just want to actually sit and start reading through it properly. I've had them both sat there for yonkies, and I've just never took the time to sit and read them. I bought them for, like, obviously collector's purpose. But I want to actually sit and read them. At some point. Come on, pop. I want to get this done. Not a bother. Catch you later, Lullaby. Have a good one. Come on, Judy. Up. Up. Damn it. It's found one healer. Oh, there we go. Ready up. There we go. Yeah, man. Let's do this. Big deal. Oops. Not bad. What do you have to use them? Right, who's going for a ride? Well, this is not the one. I might be thinking of a different stage. Strike a pose. Festival. Alright. First stage done. Da, 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 Enjoy the loot. The Gordian knot. We're here. None the worse for wear. If you need any pair of hands, just say the word. Another, any? So, this is the heart of the machine, eh? I knew I should have brought a bigger hammer. Not that'll be needing it, of course. Isn't that right, mate? One down. Look! Meow. That cat. All I hear every time I see it is meow. Greater are knowings and brain cases of unwise and quick thinks believed. Perhaps quick thinks judge too quickly. Perhaps Illuminati should study uplanders. It is before eyes of Gobby. Good. Do not fail. Illuminati have no use for failing Gobbies. Meow. End of Gobby's long wanderings is close. Something isn't right. Something isn't right at all. Where quick things spoke. Think he did one. Didn't seem too bothered, that's for sure. Think he might have planned for us stopping Alexander's call? What was it the chief said again? About the Illuminati finding what they needed to complete their plan. Something along the lines of a missing piece, I thought. And what of Quickthink's honor god? Two dolts were ever at his side. Why aren't they here? Illuminati must surely have known we were coming. Would be more important than protecting their leader. You don't think he sent them to Aylshire, do you? While our backs were turned like? That would be... Come on! Like the wind, bullseye! Okay, it's been over an hour and my shit hasn't arrived. I'm pissed! Giant loses power. Uplanders succeed. Never mind that, man. Did the Illuminati come? Is Idleshire safe? How does Uplander know? Yes, many Illuminati come to make stuff of Gobbyflock. Great was chaos, but suddenly Illuminati go and take ordinary junk not worth jiggly shine. Or jingly shine. Came barging in, ready to start a war, and then scarpered with a handful of bleeding junk? Hold on a minute. Where were they last seen? Red Brink stinks near Shortstop. Round trucks. Come on. I'll go find the chief. He'll know what to do. Big stretch. Great. I'm gonna take a break, guys. Grab some food. Well, I say grab some food. I'm gonna have to phone this delivery place and be like, "Oi, where's my freaking food? Damn it!" But yes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I shall be back. Oh, actually, it is getting a bit late. If I'm back, I'll be back for an hour or two after I've had my food. As long as you're following here on Twitch, you'll know when I'm back. And obviously, I tweet out when I'm live as well on Twitter. So if you scroll down, you find a link to that. And my YouTube channel is also down below. So if you've missed any streams, you can find all VODs over there. Yes, I'm gonna take a break, get my food. Well, find out where the hell my food is. And I might be back later. If not, I shall be back tomorrow morning. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again later. Peace.